So in late 2021, we opened up a new department, which we call centralized lending, and had transferred all of our loan calls to this department. Staff attrition during that time was extremely high. No sooner would we get someone hired, we would hear someone else putting in their 2 weeks or quitting on the spot, which of course led to very inexperienced staff, and the few remaining seasoned employees were very burned out. Our supervisors were exhausted. It was just a vicious cycle. Our hold times were ridiculous. You would call in and your wait time could be anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. And this in turn led to upset members and longer phone calls. And we tried several things such as outsourcing our calls to a third party, which we eventually did with our Fiserv dispute calls. We thought about putting in a callback feature, but we didn't have the manpower to handle that. We thought about transferring to other departments. That was an option either with the attrition. And lastly, we brought in a credit union contact center consultant, and they did help solve a few things. But I remember in meeting with her, she said that your call volume is still extremely high and is just going to be a cycle for you. So I knew we needed to do something quick to solve all of these issues that we were facing. So AI was starting to make its appearance in the credit union world. My CO and I ran across a particular article that CUNA had put out that highlighted interfaces, capabilities, and there being the top AI company for credit unions. And so we started doing some research and looking at other vendors such as Posh, Boost AI, MarsView, Observe AI, TalkDesk. And so for about a year, off and on, we would look at different demos and had conversations with AI companies. And we decided to go with Interface because the things that stood out to us the most about Interface was that they were geared towards credit unions. And it looks like they were leaps and bounds above other AI vendors. And they had been out for a while, and some of the other vendors that we were looking at had only been out for a few years. Another thing that really sold WEOKIE was that they were member service focused and oriented. At the end of the day, our intention is not to get the member off the phone or not to call in at all, but rather to give them their best experience ever. We know our members are going to call in, we encourage them to call in, and we want to make sure that they have an exceptional experience. And I knew that they knew what credit unions were about and the service oriented that we were there, and that's what drew me to Interface. It was a huge impact. Prior to Interface, we were averaging about 21,000 calls a month to our agents, and we were hitting our member service level of answering a call within 90 seconds for only 37% of our calls. We were advancing about 3,800 calls a month, which is about 20% of our calls. And then after implementing Interface, we were averaging about 15,000 calls a month, and the rest were automated. We did sunset our IVR system in October of last year, 2024, and we have not seen much of a difference in the volume of calls that have been queued to our staff. Our IVR was handling anywhere from 18 to 25,000 calls a month, and all those calls are now being directed to our main number where they interact with our AI WEOKIE. So you can imagine if we didn't have WEOKIE in place, our AI, what that would have done to our agents and the volume that they would have had to fill there. Currently, we're sitting at 66% call automation, and our wait time has come down from 30 minutes to 30 seconds. And now 87% of our calls are answered within our service level. So that's really exciting to us. And another thing that we've noticed is that we are automating over 9,000 after-hour calls per month. And before WEOKIE, we didn't have a solution in place. So this was an extra benefit for our members and us. And we are also saving over $800,000 per year. And at the same time, we've drastically improved our member experience and our staff experience as well. We've seen less attrition, and we're just very pleased with what Interface has helped us to achieve. Before we went live, we made sure that our contact center staff was very familiar with our bot and had tested it themselves. We also did a credit union-wide testing sweepstakes for a few gift card drawings, and this helped to shed some light on a few intents that needed adjustment, and it also helped to make our staff aware of what WEOKIE could do and how to help our members interact with WEOKIE when they called in. We also created a FAQ document on our website and also an internal one for our staff, and so that they had it at their fingertips whenever a member called in, and they were aware of all that WEOKIE could do. And our CEO, Jeff, fully got behind WEOKIE. He was a huge advocate in marketing it to our members through his monthly newsletter. Our contact center staff did an excellent job fielding member complaints and reading through the member transcripts with the AI, and then educating our members on a better way to interact the next time that they called in. Our marketing team did a phenomenal job of coming up with our robot picture of WEOKIE, and we settled on the name of WEOKIE, and we're proud of our AI, and we wanted to embrace the fact that he is robotic. And I wholeheartedly believe that the reason that we've had such a successful adoption was because it was a company-wide effort. Everybody was on board, and it started with leadership, and we just all had to fully jump in. We did have live chat before, and we were trying to get away from live chat because we felt that the majority of the questions that came in were very basic, generic information that could be found on our website, or that could be answered, or we found that the conversation was too extensive where they need to be directed to in person, in branch, or over the phone. So when we learned about Interface's AI chat solution, we decided to get rid of live chat and just offer AI chat instead, with the ability to escalate a phone call if the issue needed extensive conversation. What drew us to Interface chatbot was the eye-pleasing widgets that they had, their overall chat interactions, and then came along Smart Transaction, which is another feature that was added into our chatbot. And that gave us the ability to provide to our members 24/7 access to be able to get their basic account information, the same intents that are used in your voice bot. And it was a secure way. And we wanted something that would provide our members easy access for those who easily forget their online banking password and have to wait, for a weekday or something to be able to reset themselves. And they can just go in, log in with very minimal effort, and be able to get all of that information at their fingertips. So that was huge to us. AI chat, the smart discovery side of it, the informational side, we have seen about 500 conversations a month, with about 2 to 3 interactions between the bot and the member themselves. And we just recently rolled out Smart Transaction in January. We did a soft launch with that with our reps, where we had them interacting with it and trying it out. They've been educating our members about Smart Transaction and offering this tool and this product to them, and the members have loved it. They will then try it and they're like, oh, this is much easier. It's been exciting to see our members adapt to that, and also to see our employees excited and sharing it with them. So I would suggest for financial institutions looking to deploy AI chat, we found success in marketing it through our contact center staff, but also by integrating it alongside the voice bot. To us, it was very important to have one system or one brain that could maintain both to ensure consistency and a smoother experience for our members. So I would highly recommend that if you're looking for a provider, to look for one that can handle both chat and voice solutions under one platform. It was very difficult for us to maintain our chatbot, which was under a whole new system, and our live chat, which was under a whole nother system. The experience now that we're having and being able to know these attendants mirror exactly what our voice bot is doing. Whatever I send an interface, I know it's going to be on both platforms. And that's peace of mind for me, knowing I'm not going to miss any information in updating it, and just knowing that our members are going to have a great experience overall, because it's the same process, same interaction. We're excited. I'm just excited about the device biometrics. That is really high on our agenda. We've seen a lot of fraud come in, not so much as through WEOKIE, but just through other omni-channels or platforms, and just overall the experience with fraud. People are trying any way and every way to get members' information, and it's hard to deal with. So we're excited about the capability of being able to implement that here soon. And then we're also excited about the Gen I dynamic knowledge and being able to put that website search back in there. And we also want to go forward with expanding our integration with our debit card experiences and giving our members the capability of being able to put trail notifications or blocking their card, reordering a card. So that's all down the road, and we're really excited about that.